The alarm goes off. You've had 8 full hours of sleep. 8. You reach over, hit snooze, and lie there feeling like someone filled your body with wet concrete overnight. You slept more than enough. So why do you feel like this? Here's what most people do next. They blame themselves. They think, I need to go to bed earlier. I need to sleep more. I need more discipline, more willpower, more coffee. You already know you should sleep more. You've heard that 1,000 times. What you haven't heard, what almost nobody talks about, is that the hours barely matter compared to the moment you wake up. That's the whole secret. And it takes about 4 minutes to explain. It was never about how long you slept. We'll get to what it was actually about. In 1938, a scientist named Nathaniel Kleitman did something extraordinary. He descended 150 feet underground into Mammoth Cave in Kentucky. No sunlight, no clocks, no external cues of any kind, and lived there for over a month. He wanted to know what the human body does when you strip away every signal telling it what time it is. What he found changed sleep science forever. Even in total darkness, buried underground, his body kept running on a precise rhythm. 90 minutes, over and over. A pulse of activity, then rest. Activity, then rest. His brain didn't need the sun to keep time. It had its own clock ticking in 90-minute cycles, completely independent of the outside world. Kleitman called it the basic rest activity cycle, the BRASC. And here's the part most people have never been told. That 90-minute sleep cycle does not simply switch off upon waking. It continues throughout the day as a rhythm of alertness and rest. Your brain right now, reading this, going about your day, is still running on that same 90-minute pulse Kleitman found underground in 1938. University of Chicago Library can elevate sleep just makes the architecture impossible to ignore. So here's how that architecture actually works. Every 90 minutes of sleep is one complete cycle. Inside each cycle, your brain and body move through 5 stages. Stage 1, falling asleep. Light drowsiness, easy to wake, lasts about 15 minutes. Stage 2, light sleep. Body temperature drops, heart rate slows. This takes up roughly 50% of your total sleep time. Stage 3, deep sleep. Your body begins physical repair, tissue rebuilds, muscle recovers. Stage 4, very deep sleep, the deepest restoration point. Your immune system strengthens, growth hormone floods the body. This is the stage your brain fights hardest to protect. OMD ventures. Stage 5, REM sleep. You dream here. Your brain moves memories from short-term storage in the hippocampus to permanent storage in the cortex, then connects new memories with old ones. The foundation of creativity and learning. Global Wellness Digest. Now here's why 8 hours sometimes feels worse than 6. It depends entirely on which stage your alarm interrupts. When you wake up in the middle of deep sleep, your brain is dragged out of full restoration mode. The result is sleep inertia, a physiological state of impaired cognitive and sensory performance that can persist for hours. That is the wet, concrete feeling, the fog, the grogginess that follows you into meetings, into your first 3 conversations, into the first half of your morning. Wikipedia research from the University of Surrey confirmed that alertness and all cognitive processes are measurably impaired immediately upon waking from deep sleep, not just a little foggy, clinically impaired. The same kind of impairment researchers track in safety-critical jobs like aviation and emergency medicine. PubMed's Central Your Alarm Clock does not know what stage you are in. It fires blindly at whatever time you set it, directly into whatever your brain is doing at that exact moment. This is why the person who slept 8 hours drags through the morning. and why the person who accidentally woke after 6 hours sometimes feels sharp. They surfaced at the natural end of a cycle, between stage 5 and stage 1 of the next. They got lucky. But you don't have to leave it to luck. Here is the fix, and it is almost offensively simple. Wake time equals bedtime, plus 15 minutes to fall asleep, plus 90 minutes multiplied by the number of cycles you want. Optimal range, 3 to 6 cycles. Average 5. Run the numbers. Midnight, 5 cycles. Midnight plus 15 minutes, plus 7 hours and 30 minutes. Wake time is 7:45 in the morning. You surface right at the end of cycle 5, before your brain slides into cycle 6. Clean exit. Body ready. No concrete. Want to wake earlier? 4 cycles. Midnight plus 15 minutes, plus 6 hours. 6:15 in the morning, still a clean exit. Still a completely different morning. One rule, non-negotiable. When the alarm fires, get up. Immediately. Do not hit snooze. The moment you drift back to sleep, your brain begins the next cycle. 20 minutes later, the second alarm drags you out of stage 2 or stage 3, and you will feel worse than if you had simply gotten up the first time. The snooze button does not give you more rest. It steals what you already earned. It was never about how long you slept. It was about when you woke up. Here's what to take away from this. First, 8 hours is not the goal. Waking at the natural end of a cycle is the goal. 6 hours and 15 minutes at the right moment will beat 8 hours at the wrong one, every single time. Second, the snooze button is not helping you. It is the reason you feel destroyed every morning. The alarm is not the enemy. Ignoring it is. Third, tonight, before you go to bed, do the math. Pick your wake time. Count back in 90-minute blocks. Add 15 minutes, set one alarm, get up when it fires. Same amount of sleep. Completely different morning. You do not need a new mattress, a new supplement, or a new routine. You just need to wake up at the right moment. What time do you need to wake up tomorrow? Work out your bedtime using the formula and drop it in the comments. Let's see if it works. You don't need more sleep. You just need better timing.